All right. If anybody shows up, we'll go again. Otherwise, you just have to watch this at a different time. Boy, that's frustrating. Oh, maybe I'll just do it and let people join in. Let's see if I can get one person to show up. FCX, that's where we left off. Oh, dot. That's where I was trying to go. FCX. Oh, there we go. Mark Lane. All right, so we got one person. Jesus, I just talk about frustrating. All right, so let me just. I'm just going to roll here. At this point, I guess most people will watch this if they're interested on replay, which is fine. Right, so when most people do it. Okay, so my apologies to all. That was very annoying. Certainly, that's disorienting on my part. Are you trying to roll this here, and that's I have something to do with my firewall. All of a sudden, it was blocking everything. Something popped up, and I clicked it, and of course, that's fuck shit. All right, let me regroup here. Okay, so this is where I left off. Ben B was asking for Freeport-McMoRan In. So what have I got here? I got a daily up. Let's see. We got a bit of a lag here. You guys are looking at what I was. God, that's a pretty good lag. That's a good 45-second lag. All right, let me get you guys caught up with me here when I get over to Freeport-McMoRan, which we will take a look here. God, this looks awfully good, to be perfectly honest. All right, do we have to be in log scale? Yeah, we have to be in log scale. Well, from $4 to $50, yeah, we got to be in log scale. Now, we could, if you zoom in on it here, we could, it's still 24, that's twice the range. We could get by with twice the range. We could stay out of log scale at twice the range, as long as we're focusing in here on this one little section. Mind taking a look at Ondo. Okay, I got a big list here, Mark. I'll try and get that. I'm completely kind of clusterfucked here after that technical issue here. It just throws me completely off my schedule for the day, and I got a busy day. Okay, so here, so this is we'll start here with Freeport. Okay, right, clearly 3 down, but awfully abrupt for the correction. If we're doing it here, it's the depth is good, but the time is not ideal. All right, let's see what we got there. Oh, looks like that's probably golden. Maybe not. Didn't quite get there. In between. Okay, I'm gonna guess here we can probably all agree we have an impulse on our hands. Well, where's the 1, 2? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's mighty. Can't say I like that. Let's go to a 3-day. Just to get a little perspective here. Now, this is out of log scale, which, Jesus, talk about a volatile asset. Up, down, up, down. I think you got to start it here. Let's go to log scale and see if we get any clarity here. Well, now of course that changes pretty dramatically. I don't know that you can even get away with it. Let's see. Let's go back to a daily here. Boy, not much of a 2, is there? Well, that's an ABCs all day long, right? That's, oh, Jesus, boy, I'm just having problems today. ABC, can't miss that. That's virtually impossible to miss. Okay, 1, 2, you're going to have to tuck it in there. So let's go here. 1, looks like you'd have to do WX, well, fuck. Hey, WXY, either way. 1, 2, looking for 3, 4, 5. Up here, let's take that up a degree or 2. Let's go to sub. Okay, 1, 2. Bring this back down a little bit. Okay, all right, let's check that from that low. Nice. Kind of on that pivot. Get you out of there. Okay. All right. Trying to get my head back on track here. I suppose there's a possibility we could go 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we can eliminate any possibility here with that we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're pushing for the 5. So that seems, we can eliminate that with a double overlap here. So 1, 2 seems like the better fit. It's a little bit of a squish in there, assuming we're not going to be truncating here. Again, if this rolls up here, and we could always come back to this and go, God, do I need to use that as a 1, 2? 1, 2, and then we go into an impulse. I think you're probably okay here. We're, again, we're on a daily here. 1, 2. Let's label again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like 3, 4, 5 is going in. Let's change that color up here so we don't get lost. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're working on a nice 4 here. That looks like that's 5, right? So you might, let's go into an 8-hour there. Looks like you've got a 1. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Looks like that's technical. Looks like it's a golden zone. Shocker, I know, right? Okay, so down for the 4. So this is pretty just standard Elliott. This is not difficult. We're going to come down that low. Well, algo is going to stay with it. We got a clear wave 1 here. We can kind of key in on 1, A, B, C for the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Gets a little skinny up there. Let's go up a degree. All right, it's hard to argue with that. What's left, right? So this process. We do this. Bring this down here. I got somebody else's color combo. That's all right. I don't dislike that. Let's brighten that up a little bit. Nice little untapped bullish order flow right here. Right, down before we go up. Boy, hard. I mean, there's no. I don't think we have to squabble over whether that's a B. I mean, certainly right now, looking at that, this would be where you'd be looking to be a buyer down here. Shit, I'm going to pick. That looks pretty good. Ben B, thanks for that one. I'm going to tee that up myself. So what I will typically do is just set an alert on it. I have alerts going off all day from stuff I did a year ago. Like, oh, shit, I forgot about that. You've also got here a golden coming down, right? Don't forget you got them on both sides. All right, so we have 80% of getting there. Now, for a correction, I will usually start in shift because we're not looking for that steep angle here. So for that to come in right there, pick that up on the corner at boom. Yes, I'm very interested there. So that's pretty basic. Shit, Ben B, I don't think you needed me for that, but there you go, right? I mean, it's just right on track. Just beauty. That's an absolute beauty. Oh God, some of the best, I've told you guys before, some of the best trades I get are things that we spot here. There's one I'm in from last week. So this is one here. I think I told you guys here when I saw this, as soon as I got off the live stream, went to buy it here. We got double gold. I mean, this is so golden, target, 50, target, gold, 50, target, golden. I mean, how do you, as you'll often hear me say, why would you not buy that? 1, 2, 3, waiting for the 4, right? Again, that's just from a live stream. Okay, so we got that one. So we got FCX. Now, here's this one here. Ben B's giving me a chart on this one. I always prefer that. Here, I got to go over here to a new one. Give me a sec while his chart comes up. Zim, Integrated Shipping Services. Oh, I like this. I like what you've done already. I got to copy it. Anybody along? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. All right. Guess it's a bit of a recovery there. We'll get rolling here. Jeez, I've got a fucking enormous list here. But I'm going to try and do them. That was nobody's fault, but I guess it was my fault for whatever I clicked something that I don't know what the fuck it did. Turned on a firewall. And then I couldn't, it was weird because my other machine was running just fine, but nothing on Chrome would come up or any other browser. Okay, I got 5 up. I got 3 down. It looks like that's technical. So it looks like, oh, come here. Looks like a good spot. Oh, if that's your 1 there. Oh, lo and behold, right? So we have a golden. Oh, that's close. Here, let's see if maybe it's just me that I'm off there a little bit. That looks pretty good. Looks like he's on there. And we are, let's get it right on there. On there, and let's lock it. So it doesn't move. When I reset here, oh, ooh, that's about as close as you can get. Coming in for the 4. So all right, this is really nice work. Very nicely done, Ben B. Okay, so that's although I wonder if I locked it. If I pull this, just out of curiosity here, if I pull it back 1 here. What I'm trying to create is the possibility we're going to go tag it up here since we haven't technically tagged it. If that's the 1. And this is A, B, C. Oh, do we need to do that? We might. Let's see. Do we need this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We might need that. A, B. I know that we can get away with that. I think you're all right there. Oh, it's a high-class problem either way, right? If we push it over here. Let's go ahead and leave it there. Okay, so nice looking golden off the low. Let's get you right on there. Boom. Just got the edge of it. Good location. What else is there? From the 2 through the 3. Let's see if we've got right in the pocket. Oh, relative volume. Very nice. Okay, so 1, 2. We leave this in here. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, again, why would you not buy this? That's well. Let's go to an 8. See if I can get a better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's better. So I can see. I just needed that little 2 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that looks solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shit, this is another one here. I write these down because I'm going to go buy some of that Zim. And the other one we just looked at. That's beauty. I mean, if you want to let that come down a little bit more, go up for that 5. I mean, you could shoot for a good solid tag of that median line. You could go a little higher. So if this starts to kick, maybe a good runner there. Let's look length of the 1 from the proposed 4. 13 to 1. So what do you do with that? I would take a partial here at 618, the length of the 1. So you're looking for this. Now, do you get all of that? Well, ideally, you'd have a bigger 1, right? That means likely, right? This all pushes higher. So can you get a bigger 1 there? Well, it's kind of risk off today. I don't even know. Even that's a little. Here, I would go to a line chart. A little skinny. Maybe you get that come down a little bit more. We got a little gap down here. There's no reason to give that a whole lot of space here. Right? Under the 38, probably a safe spot. So it's risk reward, right? If it gets stopped out, okay, well, maybe it's going to the 50. Right? You got a clear spot here, so this is great risk reward. You got a clear exit here, so your worst case would be right there. It's just 1 tick, it's all it needs, right? And that's invalidated. As the impulse here, as it's set up, right? That would be surprising, but anything's possible. So you have 2 choices here. Either you take it now, right? Anticipating that move and that the pivot is in, or you're anticipating perhaps a little bit more of a pullback here. That's a little, you might take a third now just in case it runs. Look to add another third, and if you're going to get something deeper, another third, Right? So that's how I typically do it. Okay, that's great work. Nicely done. Zim, I don't even know. I have no zero about them. Know nothing about it. But don't need to. Okay, can we review 80? This is Dr. Alban. All right, since Dr. Alban, I wasn't able to get your Bitcoin very well. Okay, so can we review ADA? Yeah, I think I have that. And Pepe. I got, oh shit. Well, these here, I did these in a video. Here, I've got, shit, I've got Pepe somewhere. Here, where'd he go? No, give me a second here, guys. I had him. Is it over here? God damn it, I could have sworn I had him. Maybe not. Okay. Is it over here? I think I guess not. Okay. We'll go, let's go over to this FCX here since I've got, oh, actually, maybe it's here. Here he is. No, he was here. Okay, Pepe. Well, Pepe is, all right, that's a tough one, right? Because, I mean, clearly we completed an impulse, right? Is that A, B, C? Really, you want the C down there. So let's look at alternate, right? So if this starts to go, what would you likely be thinking? Okay, well, the 1, 2, 3, this is pretty solid. Clearly the impulse, decent looking 4, good looking 5. Well, so what are your options here? Since that's gone to a 50, right? If we're going to get a kick here for an extension in the 5th, that's certainly a possibility. I don't think there's any dispute that that's a 3. So either this is going to be a very shallow 4, right? And we're not going to get the nice ABC that you'd anticipate there. Market's under no obligation to do anything, but there's a pretty good 5 in there. Let's go down to a 4. Pretty good. Chef Master. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could have A, B, C. Actually, you could. So, if even as is, that's going to have to be a W. W, X, Y. We're going to get that because you got an A, B, C in there already. You got an A, B, C. You got that already. All right. The B, W. Why are we stopping there? Whoops, pulled from the wrong one. Why are we stopping there? Seems, I always feel like I'm obnoxious every time I show it. It's like, oh, come on, man. I mean, how do I not show it? I know, right? I don't want you to think it's a one-trick pony. It's just, it's every pivot, right? It's every fucking pivot. So there it is again. So you'd be looking for something like this. Oh, you probably got, that's going to be very tempting, right? So you're going to be thinking, okay, I'm assuming something a bit abnormal here because the market's so bullish that I'm going to get an extension in the 5th because you're not coming back here to change that as a 3. 4, so it's either 5 and then we're going deeper and we're going to have a shallow 2 at this degree because the market's so strong, possible. Or you're going to get an extension in the 5th, which is atypical. Tricky. Where's the current trade, right? It's a short. Off of that, right? Where's the better risk reward? Right, that seems pretty obvious, right? Even if you're just looking for that, right? I mean, you can put it you can go right now, 1 tick over the golden zone, right? Either that's the pivot, right? Because we can see that it's technical. So you can make the assumption there. So if that's the pivot, okay, well, minimum target would be here. I got 3.6 to 1. If I'm going to get a deeper target, 5.5 to 1. But the one thing I can say with absolute certainty, that's a horrible place to buy it. Now, when I say that doesn't mean it can't go higher. It just means risk reward here. Think of it this way: if you buy it and you get stopped out, are you not going to come back here? Particularly if you knew it was there, aren't you going to see the self-flogging is going to be huge here? Oh, you dumb fuck! Why would I know not to do? right? You're going to just start. That's a dangerous thing to do, right? It can take weeks to unwrap that in your psyche. So you don't do it to yourself. Who cares? If it goes, it goes. Okay, so what? Likely going to be a retrace. If it's going to have an extension, you're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's not optional. Right. Again, I've said this many times, many live streams. This is the advantage of Elliott Wave over everything else, period. Because this is not optional. What is optional here is like, are we in here? Well, now you got to use your judgment here. So if you were going to trade that, the trade is the short. Just now you got to be very mindful of the fact that you're going very counter trend, right? There's no question about where the trend is. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now, all of a sudden, we get in this little break here. This is a little change of character here, right? So you bring in some SMC language. Well, there's your change of character. Oh, something changed. Or is this just confirming, the correction's over as we come back? Well, where does it run into resistance, right? It's all computers, guys. Yes, Billy Bob Crypto's in there and you and I are in there, but what moves the market are the algorithms, right? And there's the big daddy right there, cock blocking it right in your face. Like, again, I've said so much about it. It seems silly to keep mentioning it. Okay. Ben B, some good stuff there. Now, who gave Dr. Alban? Okay, so it got me Pepe. Cardano, actually, I have this. Because this is the one that is the least, where'd you go? Oh shit, here, I'm going to have to do a quick spin here because I have this all done. Oh, hang on. Where are you, Cardano? This is the one that is the least accommodating to a bull run here. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to have to go through all of them. I'm not going to find it. Shit. Okay. I'll just do it over here. I got ETH twice, so we can do. Oh fuck! Here, let's do it here. Okay, I know I have it all the TA done, but so be it. Okay, let's go. I think I have it on. Let's go back to the daily. Okay, so let me start again. So this is actually probably better for students, right? Again, I try to remind people, it's the point of these live streams when I do it like this it's not about me flexing. It's not really. I'm not here to impress you. What I'm trying to show you is that I'm applying a methodology that we teach, right? That was taught to me, that we teach, and I've modified it and adapted my own personality into it. But it's not about, look at my Elliott Wave skills. Look at my It's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to teach you a methodology and let you evaluate whether or not you want to incorporate this into your TA approach. That's all I'm doing. I'm applying what we teach. So it's really not about me. So just as a reminder. Right? Okay. Well, let's come all the way back here. So we've got a completed 5. Okay. So we get a deep retracement here. So at this degree on the daily, right? Again, just applying the methodology here, we've lost the big muscle here. Now, that doesn't mean we can't get him back, right? How do you get him back, right? You get him back here, right? So right now, right, bears have the advantage because they broke him, right? We personalize it, but I call him Al. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any dispute? Probably not. Let's go ahead and label it. Probably not much dispute amongst any technicians that we have at least 5 swings, right? If you don't want to use Elliott Wave, all right, so be it. You can be foolish. Okay, but we can look here now. The problem here is that this looks so much like an impulse. I mean, you can work backwards. Oh shit! Here, let me get this stuff off here just for a sec. I don't even know what he's got on there. All right, we got EMAs. Okay, well, that's all right. Now look here. Well, so we can look right here and say, okay, well, that sure looks like a 4, doesn't it? Right? We consolidate here before we continue the trend. All right, let's work backwards. 1, 2, 3. That also looks like a 4, 5. Right? A little pause here. So we got to work backwards. If this is the last leg before we start again, what's this? Well, that's the 4, 5. Okay, well, now this gets a little trickier. Well, there's the 5. We're going to do 1, 2. Let's go to an 8, see if we can get a little more subdivision there. 1, 2. Well, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. Likely you'd start there. So a lot of times, right, it's kind of like, okay, let me pencil this in. Do I have it now? Well, it's a little distorted. You're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. You have to do it here. Looks like, let's take this up a degree. And let's change the color so we don't get lost. All right. A, B, A, B, C, a B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That has to be the 4. You're kind of stuck with that. I shouldn't say that. In my view, right, it looks like we've got 3, 4, 5. Now, that doesn't work, right? If we're lows in and off we go, well, so that's first blush. When I get look at that and say, well, wait a minute, that's not really what I want, right? Well, let me rephrase that. If the market is turning bullish, this is a count that's not bullish, right? Well, I mean, it could be short term, but as it sits right here, you'd be anticipating, that would be the A, right? A, B, C. But if indeed we're going to pivot here off of the low, how can we rework this? I don't think we can change the 5, right? That's a 5, right? We got to deal with that. So how else could we do this? Well, that has to come out of there. That stays, right? So what we'd want to get in here is an ABC. Well, this has to be the B. Oh, pardon me. We'd have to do W. We can't do that. We got to do A, B, C. That's going to be a bitch. So let's label it and see if we can make it fly. That's kind of what you're stuck with here, right? If we want to get out of here on the assumption that now the low is in. Now, can we make that fly? I don't think we can, actually. I think we'd have, all right, I'm going to just change it on the fly. I'm here. I'm doing it with you in real time. Possibly. Let's look at that. Again, this is the sausage making. We don't know, right? So we're trying to say, okay, how do I got to deal with that 5. So it's either A, B, C, right? Because I got to deal with that. Well, it's possible, although the imbalance is pretty glaring. The B, the A to the B to the C, right? It's awfully big C. Can probably make this fly. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. Can probably make that work. Let's take that down. These are too big. All right, can we work with that? Oops, that's got to turn around here. So I think I want to do it this way. No, I'm gonna have to do it that way. So I gotta work with that little ABC in there. That's all I got for the X. So this is the least accommodating to strong Elliott here. But essentially, what are we really saying? Swing, consolidate, swing. Now, kind of a little bit of an Elliott shuffle here to say, okay, if that's the low, I don't want to just go, oh, fuck it, right? You want to try and work through it and say, can I get something that's valid, that's legit? Is that ideal? No, right? I might like it better if this X was a little bit higher. But I can get a 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can't say I love this, right? I might tweak that a little bit further. But at least we'd have a pivot here. Just to see how we come in here with, we got some fair value gaps here we're pinging off of. I don't think I only have so many on there. Let's get our market structure on there. See how that looks, right? So, okay, we've cleared the inducement here. So here's the last break of structure. Let's get in there. Last break of structure, right? So this becomes a change of character now because, why is that a change of character, not a break of structure? Because I've had a change of character here, right? So break. So this is the normal pattern here. We would break, retrace, break, right? We don't do that. We go up, and first thing we do is we break. This is the, hopefully this helps, right? So here's the last pivot high before we go down. So this is all one leg. So we can't confirm this low until we break that pivot, right? That's the attraction. This is why I use Ethereum, which is the only product that does this, right? Everybody else, it's like, oh, it's a percentage of ATR, or it's or they won't reveal what it is, right? It pisses me off all the more. So I won't use a product that doesn't tell me how they're calculating the swings because I can't replicate it. Here, I know exactly how I can define that, right? Now that's a locked in low. Okay, so we keep going. Okay, well, let's think about it. So where are we? If this is the low here, and we're going to call this we're going to finish it here. 1, 2, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, waterfall 5. Okay, we've had a change of character. Now, change of character is a break of structure, so don't get caught up in that. So the anticipation after either of these is a retrace. So where's the opportunity? Well, let's label. We can label this. Get you out of there. Okay, that's sure looking very 4-like. 1, 2. Right now, right? You got to put it somewhere. Looks like that's what we got going in there. Stalling. Get you up here. Here's the pivot that I would really lock it in here. We take that, right? And now so what you'd like to see here, whatever this finishes, you'd like to see that. That would be pretty significant right here. The last swing high, right? It's that last high before we get all of this price action down here. Big fair value gap, right? So there's going to be, well, right here. Oh, this is going to be supply, most likely. Right? We look up there and let's say, why would I say that? Oh, shit, where's supply? Well, we'll just call it sell zone here, because off of this consolidation comes that big fair value gap. So that's muscle, right? That's not you and me. That's the big boys. You got supply there coming back into that. Now, if we get a kick here in the 5th, right? If you were to break that, well, that'd be a pretty big rip in the 5th. So that may be overly optimistic for that 5th, but that would be the target. So is there a trade here? Well, yeah, but not right now. You're right that. Let's just see here how we are. Through it. These are secondaries. I'm going to check it. 50. That's a secondary pivot, right? So that would only be significant if they used it. They may have. Yeah, they did. So this is worth pulling from that. You might see the 4. You might see the 5 like this. And then you'd have a 1, 2. Right? So don't sweat. Oh my God, I'm missing the whole thing. Let's let this 5 complete. If you wanted to take a trade here and you wanted to be on the long side, I'd wait. Again, it's just me. I would wait for this to retrace. I got a fair value gap and a demand zone here. This is where I'd be looking to buy it. Or I'm gonna add there. I've got a lot of this. Let's add an alert there. So if that pops. Seems like a good, okay, 1, 2, pretty good rip. What's the alternate? Is that going to be ABC and we're going to fall over here? Okay, anything's possible. Seems less probable, right, given the bullish momentum we have. I don't know how the market's doing, coming back a little bit. How we doing, guys? Hey, Steve, you're a Chad. Much love. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just looking over here at the chat, see if you guys what you guys are up to. Okay, okay, that's ADA. Let me go back here. I think I got Dr. Alban covered. Let me see if I can get your Bitcoin. Hang on a second, Dr. Alban. This is the Zim here. I'll put it over this one since that was the copy. Oh, everything's working fine here. I know Dr. Alban. Oh, he likes them above here. Oh, I got to copy this. Oh, wait, this is progress. He's no longer attaching the lines, right? So that's I can see a student progressing when he stops doing that. I mean that sincerely. When you stop needing to do that, that's a good sign. Okay, so let's get that. Let's hide that, right? Not that I don't value volume. It's just I'm trying to free up the space, the real estate. Okay, so here's his Bitcoin 3 hours on Binance. Okay, so we're looking for the pull back here. Okay, so I'm gonna just let's just do it. Golden's on here, so we'll look where we are. Well, let's pull that off for a second. Where are we? Okay, so we got a big 3 here. I'm gonna change that color here. Hang on a second, so it shows up a little bit better on this darker canvas here. We have so 1, 2. Oh, let's see. How'd you do it? Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're gonna do it that way. Okay, I think that's let's see. Where's your 5? Let's look at this for a second. I mean, let's see. Shit. I won't bring mine up here just right now. So it looks to me like there's a daily. Oh, let's go to an hourly. I think we could probably agree we have an impulse here. So let's take that down, right? We got an impulse here. It's a little skinny here down here. 3, 4, right? That's classic 4, right? 1 up for the 5, right? Oh, come here. Okay, 1 ABC. Well, it doesn't quite fit unless you're going to squish this into an ABC, which I suppose you could do. Do you see, Dr. Alban, what I'm after here? We've got, if it's impulse, and then I've got a 3, and then I've got, I guess you would do ABC here, and then ABC. You don't quite. It doesn't quite fly as a series of 3s. So one possibility here would be to alternate this. Just I don't know that it matters here. I would just change these degrees. Let's go minuet here, and well, shit here. Does it matter? Shit, now I gotta bring mine up here to look at it. Which I have somewhere, but here, I won't do that. Here, I'll just work on this one. Let's take you down a little bit. Here's how I have it. And again, just because that's how I have it doesn't mean that makes it right. It's an alternate here to consider. I'm going to pull that out for a second. Okay. So 1, 2. Not that that's not a possibility. Just going to push that up here for a second. And then let's just look at a possibility that we've got something more like this going in here for the first one. So we've got 1, 1 would be, come here. Let's change that. Okay, so possible alternate, right? That's all I'm saying. Not that yours is wrong, mine's right. Never saying that, right? Just possible alternate. So this would be 1, 2, accommodating the impulse off of the 1, right? Because if it's impulse at the 1, I can't go 5 and then into a diag. But here I've got a candidate here for a diag. So that would be just down a degree. We'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's take that up a degree. Oh, we can go micro here, and let's go to blue. Okay, so 1, 2. All right, so if that's 1, 2, let's just always get. This is how you kind of dial in, right? How does it look technically? Okay, right in the pocket. 1, 2, pretty big 3. You're gonna have to do you got a waterfall there, so you're kind of stuck with that. This would be the 4 of the 3. Let's take you up a degree. 3 A B C. You're kind of stuck with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I do get a little diag to finish that, so that completes the 3. Let's take you up to minuet. Okay, so now I got 1, 2, 3. Now let's again measure. Always measure your work. Let's say, okay, how's that fit as a 3? Ooh, just missed. Pretty close. The subdivision flies, right, pretty nicely. You're stuck with that as the 2 because that's the deepest retracement until you get here. All quite good. So just another one to consider, Dr. Alban. Your work is good. I'm not saying mine's right, yours wrong. I'm just giving you another one to consider. Let's get these started. All right, I always want to have these. At least here. Now you would have a second one. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, shit, I might have to put that in mine here. Let's make that, let's put that in green so we don't lose track. And then we'd have the internal, right? Now I've already got the 3 here. So I can go to the 2. And let's put that in blue, right? So we kind of keep track of who's who. I'm a big advocate of changing those colors because you get enough things on here and you're like, wait a minute, how's that connected? Okay, so this all still to come. We're looking for the 5 of 3, right? Not anything more or less, right? So 1, 2. Now, if that's 1, 2, well, I'm going to have a monster 3 here, right? That could be past 2, 6, 1, 8. Right there. Well, there's a good target right there, the 2, 6, 1, 8. It's all machines moving the market here, so I would not be surprised if that's to the tick at all. All right, let's add, what do you got up here? Oh, moon phases? Oh, that's cool. Moon phases. Dr. Alban, you're full of surprises. Full moon? Oh, that's kind of cool. God, there's a book flying around. God, I'm going back into when I was early a broker. God, what was the name of that book? Oh, fuck, I can't even remember. Oh, shit, that's going to drive me crazy. I have to look it up. It was all about how the moon, fuck, I'm not going to remember it. I don't think it was Wells Wilder. It may have been. But, oh, shit, that's going to bug me. Can't remember it. It was a pretty well, amongst certain people, that was a very popular book. In the 90s, that's how old I am. 1, 2, working on 3, 4, 5, right? So up here, new all-time high. You might push this over here. Where are we looking for that 4? I mean, I think it's, I've been saying this for a long time, but, well, yeah, right now. You know, I mean, new highs are inevitable in my view. It's just my opinion. How do you not like that? What do we got here? We got RSI up there. Let's reset that. Some bearish divergence up here. Oh, that's very nice. Right. Well, that's kind of handy, right? It's one that RSI with divergence is kind of handy. Just so you don't miss it, right? Boom, boom. Hard to miss. Let's put, just for fun, let's put the EW on there. Jeez, I shouldn't be doing things just for fun here. I got such a long list. Okay, 3, 4. Well, look at it this way. This would be here, let me use this thing. 3 is the peak of the oscillator. Here's the 4, right? Well, that's the point. That's why Elliotticians use the Elliott Wave oscillator, right? Which is just a 534. You know, some people use 535. That's all it is separation between the two. But when they come back together, that's the 4. Duh. And then I get divergence here for the 5 relative to the 3, right? As you see in the RSI. This is literally textbook. It's just astonishing to me that the entire planet isn't just plowing into Bitcoin. It's just the best technical charts I've seen. I mean, I can't recall ever seeing a better one. It's astonishing. Yet we still have, thankfully, right? We have people to sell to. Everybody's buying, right? You got nothing but market makers to take the other side of it. What do we got there? Protocol, I don't know, Bitcoin miner, Cipher. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm long. Ooh, that's good for me. Shit, I don't have Thinkorswim up. I've got a pretty big position in that, which also I got off of a live stream. Somebody posted it here. I went and bought it right away. Okay, thanks, Dr. Alban. That's very good. Well, that's good news for Cipher. Okay, hang on. I'm working through the list here. Dr. Alban, I got you covered. Thanks for those. Appreciate it. Oh, now you guys are posting. Okay, so now I got Mochaka. Mojoka, I think is how I say that. All right, good stuff now. All right, I'm over the technical glitch. Getting into the groove now. Okay, let's keep moving. God, I got a huge list to do here. I'll try to do them as fast as I can. Okay, T-bonds, right? Where's rates going? Where are rates going? You give me a 4-hour here, Mojaka. 1, 2. Well, I would agree there. Boy, it's tough to pull that off. Well, it would have been very easy to be thinking 1, 2, 1, 2, but you know, you get this, and all of a sudden it's a different story. Let's pull out just a little bit. Although, if I'm trading bonds, I'm definitely using options. Well, this, you know, what is there? Nope, they didn't hold it. Bears ball. All right, that's very negative for bears, or excuse me, for bulls. But they. Let's just take a look here. Where are our rates? All right, we got to get a big picture. Oh shit! I opened a can of worms there. Okay, I think we could probably all agree that we are finishing right in a 5. Right, we begin and end in 5s, always. 5, 1, 2. God, that's a shame we missed that. Right, it's a second now. Yeah, we got closes below, so that's broken, right? So this is a broken measured move, but we can go to let's put the 707s on there. So let's start. We got it. Okay, at a 707, right? But you don't have, right? I'm not putting that there to say, oh, well, you just said, no, right? It broke, right? So where can I get him again? Better. Right here. Okay, so I have a golden, Jesus. I have a corner here that's already tagged, right? So it's already got its 80%. So this you can probably, we can hide that. All right, because it's a corner right now. Well, actually, I shouldn't. Here, let me bring that back. Just to make this point, it's not that we've lost the golden, yes, but we haven't. I mean, a corner is a corner, right? So that target, I know it seems like, oh come on. I've said it to myself before. Oh come on, it's never going to make that. Don't doubt it. Well, I mean, clearly it would never go that high again, would it? Ever, never, ever. Plenty a little front run here and plenty of juice on the tail end. Well, rates down, bonds up. I wouldn't be selling. But you're right. See, you're right. That's not a great place to be buying, right? Because you want to talk about getting your ass handed to you, buying breakouts. Come into the bond market and buy a breakout. No, you won't do that more than once. So that you don't want to buy right there, right? And this is right clearly. Now you look and you go, oh, but I read that the more times we test a resistance, the weaker it gets. Or pardon me, the stronger it gets, right? Either way, right? It's there, right? So the market doesn't want to let that go, right? So sellers are stepping in there, period. Now, if it gets through, the point is not to the idea, and again, to do what you want here, but you don't want to buy the break. You just don't, right? Where's your stop? Here? Or you're just going to use a random figure, right? Then you're not, you've heard me say this before. You can trade the market, or you can trade your wallet, right? If you put your stop just randomly based on dollar, you're not trading the market. Trading your wallet, right? Okay, so you're going to buy the breakout, and what are you assuming? That it's going to just go in a straight line to that third? Probably not, right? So if this is 1, 2, 1, A, B, C into the 2, okay, at some point here, we're going to need another 2, right? Likely, I mean, again, market's under no obligation, but that's what you're likely to see. So where's the trade would be my suggestion. Be wait till I get that, right? So you can almost see what they're about to do, right? This is about to get swept. Do you think there's some stops up there? If you were short, where's your stop? Oh, you're going to be smart. You're going to put it up here. Well, shit, if you can get in the bonds, if you get from 120 to 122, well, it's a nice little scalp. If you want to call that a scalp, that's a nice little trade. I would never do that. No, you couldn't pay me to do it. But down here, I love it. Why do I say that with so much conviction? Because I've done it, right? Years and years and years, right? It builds that reflexive. Like when I see it, immediately I like, whoa, I'm not touching that. That's how badly I've been burned over many years buying breakouts, right? So it's a hard rule for me. You can test it, right? Because people told me not to do it before I was like, oh, fuck you. No, lost a lot of money with my arrogance of youth, right? Now I have the wisdom of being an old man. Okay, so that's just a hurry up and wait, right? You got to wait for that little retrace to come. Thanks for that one, Mojaka. Never give back. What do you got? Hang on. Copy link here. Let's see what I got. All right, what do we got? Oh, never give back. I think he's rarely on his computer when he sends these, but that's good looking work. Here, what do I got? Wheels up. Wheels up experience. Well, how do we not like that? God, it's beautiful. Geez, I don't even think I've ever looked at that. Let's see if I do this. If I get it. Oh, do I get it? Yeah. I never even heard of this. Fuck, what is it? Oh, it's a stock. Wheels up. Thought maybe it was crypto. I don't know what it is. Ooh, got an ugly history. Oh, wheels up. Better start. Those wheels have been down. Okay, so what did you give me here? Oh, I lost your trade. So you gave me so this is your triangle. Okay, so this, wow, what a cluster fuck that is. So you must have given me like a 4 hour. What is yours? Yours is a 2 hour. Okay, so let's go to so I can match you. You must be, I'm guessing you're out of log, right? So, okay. So we're going to start from our pivot low. So we're going to start from that. Pretty skinny, 1, 2. Okay, well we can work backwards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it's decent. Okay, so if I'm working backwards, this is the 4. This is the 3. So I can do it. Now it's going to get a little skinny here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do that. Let's get something else on there, up a degree. So I can do that. Okay, now that means I have to go up a degree. God, get out of there. And go 1, 2, 3. Per his count, we're in the triangle, 4, 5. Oh, come here. Oh, we can go here. Let's go to white. We haven't used that. Okay. Come here. Okay, 1, 2. You know, it's that ideal, right? Not great, right? So let's go to log. See if that's a little better, right? Are we 1 to, yeah, it's 4 times the range. So 1, 2, pretty big 3. Okay, so let's finish it as he's got it, right? A, B, C, D, E. That's what we're looking for to come out of there. So that would be your 4. Let's get it put together just as he has it, right? Nice ascending. Oh, how nice. Let's see, can I get any more detail in that? There's A, B, C. I get a little, so I'm tempted to put it here. It doesn't matter, right? So I don't really have a 3 here. That's my hesitation there. I need a 3. Maybe I can get a. Gets a little skinny here. Does it matter? It might. All right, where are we launching from? Wheels up. Well, it's certainly got plenty of runway. It's a little distorted, right? The 2 to the 4, right, is obviously not ideal. But what's the alternate? Right? You really only have one alternate. The alternate would be that it completed here, right? That all of this is the completed impulse, and this would be, oh shit, how can we do this? It would change it. So I'm just never get back. I'm not trying to correct your count. I'm just giving you an alternate to consider. This 4 would have to, oh fuck, you'd have to do it in here like this. Oh shit, that has to be up here to get the 3. 4. You see what I'm doing, right? I'm trying to get all of this one completed impulse. Okay, well then this is if we clearly we have a triangle here. So what's the other possibility? This would be A, B, C coming down for a 2, and we'd have the triangle serving as the B, possibly. Well, then you'd have to. So I mean, I'm able to get it in there. Right, the thought would be it's going to come down off of that. So there's an alternate. Not saying one's right, one's wrong. I'm not saying that at all. Just the only thing that I lean into there is trying to keep these. Let's see. I'm in log. I can't use it. I like to try and keep the impulses connected, right, and not. I've said this for years, right? Not try to do this, right? That's usually gets you in trouble. You want them to stay connected. So can we do it? Well, yeah. Let's get, what do I got here? Let's put EW on it, see how that flies with our, it could go either way. I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong. I'm just saying there's an alternate for you. If it starts to roll over, I think you could switch to this as an alternate pretty quickly. And you're still looking to buy it down here, looking for that. Off of that. Just an alternate, nothing more. And you see this, if I draw it, it looks like this. If with the other count, it's here. Not saying this. It's just this to this is the would make you look for an alternate, right? Now, again, I'm not saying one's right, one's wrong, but you would at least want to have an alternate teed up there in case we roll over. Okay, so there's that. Okay, guys. Dr. Alban. He's telling me how to fix the thing I had. Okay, now I got Chunky Monkey back. Copy link, Chunky Monkey. That's a good handle. Chunky Monkey. Is that your favorite ice cream flavor? Is that what that is? Isn't that a Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey? Oh, Dash. Oh, Dash is probably my heartbreak. I'm so enthusiastic. Oh, man, we got... Oh, you got different colors on here. Chunky, you going with a... What do you got? I got to change your background here. Then let's go to... I have something gray. Maybe I got gray. Uh-oh. But warning here, I got a light screen coming up. All right, that's not terrible. Just a heads up, it's going to be brighter. Okay, well, you're kind of doing it for me. I was just, oh, my colors are going to get fucked up here. Here, right? So, well, here you can see it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I just as I was just talking, right? We don't want this way over. No, we want them. So we want, that's what you want, right? Well, okay, we don't get that. Okay, so what do we do with that? Well, you don't have a great solution here. Well, first thing. Let's get those little fuckers off, right? So we can move it around here. Can we squeeze? Oh fuck! You're giving me a monthly. No wonder. Let's go to let me go to a weekly. We don't look at monthlies often here. We probably look at them more, but that's why I was going. Good God, how are we going to make that fly? Okay, so first question is right before we try and place the 3, the 4. Where are we here? That's your invalid. So that's a wave 1. I see what you're trying to do. It's not a bad thought. If that's the pivot high, we're at the 50. Okay, so we certainly have an area where we could consider this as a possible 2, and it would just be a better fit, right? That's all I'm saying. You've got a zigzag here. So where's you're going to have to do something like this, likely. Now, is that going to distort, where you're looking to buy? Well, if it's you really don't want a 4 going below that. That gives you a little cushion here. I'd probably... Well, your mighty wiki there. Is that great? No, it's not great. since it doesn't really change terribly much. Well, here's what it would change, right? If you start to get the reaction here, it's what are we looking for here, right? If we're looking for a third, we're looking for a target way up here. If we're looking for the 4, you're looking for the target probably up here, right? That's again high class problem. But I would, again, I know that sucks. That's not great. Let's go to a 3. I mean, we are out here really. We're 3, 4. It's terrible, right? We have to do it here. It's not great, but I think I think you're safe either way. Now you don't have to worry about the overlap here. Now but you could still trade that, right? And so with that as your stop. I mean, God, what a beautiful, right? How are you sad about that? All right, you got a minimum target. Oh fuck, log scale does that. We can do that. Let's go back to log. Oh, that's just a pain in the ass. But you get my point here. Your stop would have to be here. You could put it, just underneath that. But now if it's 1, 2, you don't have to worry about that as much. But it's a reasonable place to get a risk reward. God, that is such a pain in the ass. I tell you the truth, log is a pain in the ass to work with. But there we go. Okay, so target there. What do you got there? I mean, it's silly, right? So much. Not a bad return if we get that. So Dash, this was going to be the Litecoin alternative, the transactional crypto. I don't know what the hell happened to them, but that's where they are. There's the 3-day. I think that's viable. They're all-time high. Yeah, okay. All right, well, there we go. Okay, so got Dash. Thanks, Chunky. Amazon or Sienna Plays asking about. I got to change that back. Is asking about Amazon. Let's get back to normal here. Color coding, and let's get Amazon here. Amazon. How do you ever bet against Amazon? Here, I guess I just get rid of that. Okay. What bull market? Oh, that's interesting. What do you got here? Oh, cool. EMA fib bands. All right. So I think I got to get all I think these are the colors that are what's fucking me up here. Let's go back to scratch. Okay. Now, that's a 3-day. I think we can all agree that. Is it here? I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, it's such a runaway train, right? It's almost hard to go, oh, God, could that be? Where's COVID? COVID's here. Let's take it out of log just for. Amazingly, that's not COVID. That's the rate hike cycle. Well, part of the reason to do that is just like, because this distorts it to your eye, right? It's so much. You got to something like go, oh, wait a second. Did we finish here? Is this 2? Well, did we? I mean, we're going from 0 to 200, right? Post split. Well, I think we probably agree that we're heading for a 5 here. Oops. It just looks different. I mean, it's just so distorted because you have that compression. Just out of curiosity. Of course, you're going to have to shift it. That's the first hit. Okay, did we double top up here? It looks like we did. Not quite. We got a fresh high. Fresh high. Looks like a 1, doesn't it? Okay, let's go to a daily. Probably no dispute here as to what we've got there. Oh, you could probably do it here. Things that don't happen randomly. Well, so what is this? Right? We're all pretty clear on this for now, right? What do we anticipate after a break of structure? If you want to be a bull, all right, do you want to buy it here at all-time highs? Well, again, it's of any asset, the only asset class where you can really do that successfully is with equities. You've got earnings coming up. This is just a hard rule for me, so I don't do that. Break of structure, what are we anticipating? This is untapped. That order flow. Oh, come here. All right, so you got a demand zone here. Could it come down? Like, what would cause that? That's what makes it tricky here. You're like, oh, come on, right? We're going to go from 200 to 138, 140. Really? You see, if you try and outsmart the market, like, oh, it's never going to do that. You're headed for trouble. You have to maintain a technical discipline here, because otherwise you're just giving into emotion. Like, oh, God damn, this thing's not coming down. Oh, this is just going to keep going and going and going and going and going, right? Look at the history. All it does is go up. Well, we get these little corrections here, but of course I would have bought that, right? It's very easy to talk yourself into all of that, but you have to have a technical discipline, or you're just trading the whims of, oh shit, I read something in my feed that Amazon's looking great, right? They got Prime. When they got Prime Week or something's going on, God, I got 27 emails a day from it. So, okay. That's personal choice right here. I can just tell you, you couldn't pay me to buy it, right? Because that's, again, as I was saying earlier, that's been developed over many years. But give me a retrace, I'd fucking buy it with both hands. Well, that's what I see there. Sienna plays, right? But you got to make your own choice there. Just be careful if you're buying. Okay. Allergies are getting me again. Okay, I got to keep moving here. All right, so I got all the members done. So now I got to go over to. Hang on. I've got to go find my sensei here, Wonka, who gave me the list. Oh God, it was a massive list too. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit these as fast as I can. So there, I got, here is it? It was Bonk. All right, so I got Alph and Bonk. All right, these are the first two from the Twitter feed. What was the first one? First one, oh shit, no, I lost it. Yeah, let's just split it in half here. Alph. God, is anybody trading on that? Let's go to Mex. Okay, so this is Alph on MEXC. I guess I've got some people trade there. Assuming this is what they want, Alph. It's got to be. Okay, so who wants to buy that? Well, okay, it's not bad. We got this, right? So lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower. Oh, hello. Right. That's one way that a low forms, right? The other way is they sweep the lows, right? They sweep it and then it comes. But the fact that this is very bullish, right? Because your assumption is, oh my God, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Oh, of course they're going to, because where are the stops, right? We know they're there. So the fact that they can't get them, they being the algorithms, right? The buying algos take over here, leaving that liquidity down there. Really? Oh, this better be pretty strong. because now that liquidity didn't leave, right? It's still there. So that's a target, but we can certainly start labeling here. It's not the sexiest looking one, but okay. Was that done? Maybe. Where is it going to hit its head? We got a ways to go. We can start this. We don't have that 3, but we can kind of lean into it a little bit, right? Is this the 3? 3 could be here. That would be kind of shallow for a 3. It's not terrible. It's not much of a 2. If this is 3, 4, 5 of 3, it didn't get very far. Well, let's just see. All right, I'm sure we're past. Oh, pardon me. We got right to the 1618. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, again, this is kind of in sync with what I was saying before, right? You want to maintain a technical discipline. Where do we want to look for the 4s, right? It's not that, again, the market's not obligated to do anything, right? It's just that's where it usually goes. Does that look like we're done there? Well, we're on a 2-hour here. ABC, we done? It seems kind of skinny, right? That's pretty good, right? You'd think maybe a little bit more over here. So you'd get something. I mean, again, it could be, right? Or is this going to be A, B, C, right? It doesn't seem likely. So if it's ABC, well, let's go, shit, we have to go down to a 30. That's the 3, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. That maybe looks like it's coming in. Let's label it, right? That doesn't hurt. 2, 1, 2, looks like 3, 4. It looks like that's got a little more to go. It looks like, right? It could change fast, but right now I'd be thinking this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take you minuscule, put you in yellow. Okay. Do we know that's what's going on there? No. It's a reasonable start on it. All right, we're going to stay underneath that and maintain the impulse. Oh, I don't know. God damn it, I can't get that 4 out of there. Got a nice channel. Yeah, I'm in log scale. Love it right in here. This would be 4. Take you up a degree for C. You're getting in relatively early, right? You've waited. You had the, well, consider it this way, all right? Let's just do it with market structure, right? Remember, you can't do Elliott Wave and not do market structure, and you can't do well, you can do market structure but not do Elliott Wave, but you can't do Elliott Wave because Elliott Wave is market structure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well that would make this, of course, break of structure, right? What do we anticipate, right? And it takes a while. We're anticipating a retrace. This is another break of structure, so you've got them back to back, right? So you didn't get one, so you still have one waiting to happen here, right? So break of structure, retrace, coming in. Well, you probably put an order block down here. You just have maybe just a rejection block, right? So as we go up here, you got little fair value gaps in there. So actually, you could probably put it right there. That would be one on the 30-minute. As we pop off of that. Well, that fits in rather nicely. Here we are between the 23 and the 38, prime zone for the 4. Well, do you want to just sit there with a limit order? I would suggest not. I want to, if it comes down here, I want to see it pop, right? I want to see it take out the last inducement, the last swing high before it went down, so confirm the low. Then, right, then we go. That. That's how I would approach it, right, for what that's worth. Right? I'm not telling you what to do. We're just, again, applying our methodology here and then see if we can make that fit and see if you agree. That's really all we're doing. And if you like this methodology, if you want to come over and have us train you on it, that's what we do. That's what we do for a living. right? So we try and teach you the same thing, right? So you can look at this. See, the idea, there's subjectivity with Elliott Wave, but we can certainly get to where we have, okay, either this or that. And if it's not that, then it's definitely this. And if it's not this, then it's definitely that, right? That's the huge advantage. But, you know, again, we've added the SMC because it's so popular, right? I mean, it just dominates YouTube. It's Insta, all of it. It's just nothing but SMC. So, right, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt our analysis. It doesn't change our analysis. All it does is just add another level of TA to it. Right, it lets you be a little bit more precise and give you some new things to think about. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll see. Right now, that's pretty skinny on the time relative to the 2. Right, that's the one thing that's would make you a little tenuous of that. If it starts to come down deeper, now if we start to come down deeper, then you'd be back here thinking, oh shit, did we do it this way? Is that what I have here? I mean, you have to be prepared to adjust based on what's happening here. Well, that would be just as horrible, right? That 4 to that 2 doesn't make any sense. Could it be 1, 2, 1, 2? Well, that's all going to be how you're going to react to the depth of the retracement. Because we don't, right now, unless this takes more time, right? And your thought would be, oh, okay, well, this just needs to take more time. We do it here. Is that enough time compared to this? No. No, it's not, right? I mean, that's a long, and do that. Again, right, it doesn't have the right look. That doesn't mean it couldn't go, and this isn't going to go to the moon. I'm just saying, you get to pick, right? You don't choose just because, oh, shit, I read something great about it. You get to pick. Is that the best technical setup you can spot? I'm going to guess no. Not that it's not a good coin, no good project. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying for the TA, that's not top of your list. It's good. It's just not great. Why trade good when you can trade great? Simple idea. Okay, that's Alph. Bonk. I was looking. The reason I had this up here because I was trying to go, what the hell does Bonk do? I couldn't remember what they're all about. You can get this, Coin Market Cap, right? I think everybody uses this. It's Pepe, Floki. It's kind of looks like it's meme coin. Shit, I don't know what they do. The first fucking meme coin. Okay, that doesn't mean you can make money in meme coins. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, like seems to like the 707. All right, we got your consolidation here. Here's the rip. Here's the retrace. Right, that's a big break of structure. Holy shit, holy shit. There's another break of structure all the way back down. This is pretty amazing, right? Look where it comes back to, right, to where it broke out from, right? Here's the consolidation, the accumulation, right? Here's the discount of the accumulation. Boom, thing of THORChain in. Oh, are they going to run it again? Nope, up we go, right? So I got a 1, 2, 1, 2. 1? Why not? Let's go look at it. Why couldn't that be it? It's not the greatest looking one. It's got a little squished there. But the depth of that retracement would have me looking for that to be complete. All right, it's just, again, this is just me applying the method, right? It's not me flexing. I don't want you all to think that. It's not about me. It's about me. It's about what we're teaching. Okay, 1, 2, well, it's possible. 2, it's not the greatest 2. Not the greatest 1. That looks a little bumpy, but okay. I got all of that still to come. That's not great looking 2, is it? But all of this imbalance has already been filled in. Shit, we're gonna have to go to 30 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that's already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take that down. Oh, it's bright enough to cover that. Let's go to yellow here so we can see it. All right. Here's a break of structure. What? Retrace. Change of character is a break of structure retrace. It's, so that fits right in so nicely with me encouraging you to think long and hard before buying a breakout. Right? It's just all I'm saying. Just if you're doing it, be sure you know what you're doing. Okay, so what would we be thinking? Where would be again, it's just me applying what we teach. Where would you be waiting? Is the market obligated to come down there? No. Where does it usually go? Let's trade normie, not Abby normie. Oh, looks like you're already starting on this. Right, maybe A, B, C, something like that. I mean, you know, we don't know. That would be perfect. Market doesn't always give you perfect, but I sure would be interested. Here, I'll pull this over here. I got a bit of a low volume node right there. So not a lot of business was done there. I mean, some, right? I like it here. If you're going to trade meme coins, I just went into Sheeb and Doge, which I rarely do, but the TA was so good. I did it anyway, right? So here, you know, shit, they're up. They're making a little money. Nice, right? Why not there? Okay, shit, I got a long list here. ENS. Let me keep going. ENS, which I think is, yeah, I was just looking at this. I think I just killed this. Let's go to Coinbase. Let's go to the daily. Ethereum Name Service. Oh, I should probably check if there's more history. ENS on Binance. Is there? Not that much more. Oh, it won't matter here. It's just in US. We'll trade it on Coinbase. Got a good low down here that left a demand zone here. So that would be a change of character. So here's the last break of structure. All of this just internal noise. I mean, pretty easy to, I'm in log scale, so I have to do it this way. We can see the range we've been in. Oh shit, where'd you go? Okay, so we can buy it in the discount, right? Probably reasonable to anticipate here. We were in our discount zone. Sweep, grab all the liquidity. Everybody, can we get all the shorts on board? Bend them over. That's what usually happens to them. That looks like that could be 707-ish. Jesus, there we are. It is. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? Well, why would you think something else? Probably not. Well, yeah, a little bumpy in there. We're on the daily. Well, the 3, you have to pull the 2 here. Do it as a diag. Okay, so you got it. That's not ideal. So we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get that fully marked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's got to go up a degree or 7. Or that's maybe too much. I'll leave it. Okay, it's not 3. Here, it's a perfect example, right? There is no other TA approach that gives you this kind of fork in the road, if you will. If I didn't think it would help you, I wouldn't be teaching this. Oh, let's put that in. We'll go to. Oh, we got too much green. Let's go to blue. Okay, so 1, 2. So we can be really definitive here. If this is 1, 2, right, which is hard to argue with that, and that's a 5, well, that's not 3. So what are we looking for? Again, it's not optional. It's not like, when I say that, I'm not saying the market is obligated to do anything. I'm saying for us as technicians, with this approach, we have an absolute clear fork in the road here. I've had a break of structure, retrace. Right, so far, it's been quite technical, other than we lost the Bialgo here, but then I got a perfect 5 off of it. Oh, and you probably got him here. Oh, where's my... You did, right? So sooner or later, right? If he gets stopped out, right, he'll be around on the next one. 1, 2, that looks like you got him here too. You do, right? So there's the third. So 1, 2, that's a perfect 1618 because that's the negative 100. So you've got very, very technical trading in here, which is all good for us. Okay, so looks like, so all you're really doing there is confirming, is that a good, right? Am I seeing what I want to see, or do I really have a good clean 5 there? Okay, well, what? Again, I just did this, so just do it again. Where are we looking for it? I got imbalances here. Look, got a piece of it got tapped there, but you got another one right here. So if I, I like this one because it gives me both. All right, so this is what I just drew. Let's take that out, right? So you got, this one's already been tapped. You got another big one down here, right on the edge of the golden zone. So if we're coming down here, let's open that up. Let's go to a 4. Again. There's a 3, A, B. Now, do we know this is what we have? No, you don't know. No, you never know. We make an intelligent estimate based on what the available information that's there. That's all you ever get. Nobody knows anything, right? There's no knowing. There's only forecasting, anticipating, identifying, looking at pattern recognition, looking at the market structure, looking at where the algos are. That's all we get. So how are you not buying that? If it comes down here, in fact, I'm going to buy it. Tell you guys all the time, right? Some of the best trades I get all year long come from these live streams because I can't look at everything. I will certainly, if that comes down here, I'm buying it. I know very little about it, but I don't care, right? That TA is good enough for me. So what am I looking for here? I'm looking for this A, B, and I got a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for that C before we do that. Whoops. So then once I have that, well, then I could do a couple of things. I could do this for the 1, 2. I don't have it yet, so I'm only going here just to kind of build the muscle memory for you guys so you don't forget to do this, right? It's the easiest thing to forget. Oh, fuck, I forgot them. I forgot the median lines. Of all the things to forget, right? You get targets there. If I tighten that up. Beauty, thanks to, that's our X Twitter, X Twitter, Twitter X, X Twitter. What's Aerodrome? There's another one I don't know. Aerodrome. That's got to be it. Oh, top of the list for Coinbase. Okay. No idea what these guys are about. None. Do I need to? No, I don't. Well, all right. Okay. So we can work backwards, right? Looks like that's the 4, 5. Looks like that's the 4, the 5, right? So it's, seems like the 50. Well, we're down here at 7 cents to $2. Yeah, we gotta stay in log. It's annoying. I know. I don't like it. Right? I don't like this distortion. But if I take it out of log, is that making it better? I think probably not. Right. So it's just too big a range. Right? We can't really work with it. So okay, so you're gonna start here. Oh fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it almost doesn't matter at this point. Right, we could probably all agree on that. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the B, A, B, C. Okay, 5 followed by 3. I know Elliott Wave doesn't work anymore. It's not the hip new stuff. Okay. Let's again, massive advantage over any other technical approach. Period. I'm not just saying that to be arrogant. It has nothing to do with me. There is no other TA approach that gives you this kind of fork in the road. Okay, if this is my well, here, let's label it. 2, 3, 4, 5. You just if you're not applying this, you're missing. You're not understanding it. Okay, if this is a 1 and this is a 2, and that's a 5 and that's a 3, right, which is the foundational, that's the core of Elliott Wave. That's the Elliott genius, 5s and 3s. Okay, well, I'm going to start, if this is 1, 2, and I'm in the 3, 4, 5, that is not going to be 3. I shouldn't speak in absolutes. The odds are extremely low that we're going to do something like this, 3, 4, and get a massive run in the 5th. More likely, we're going to complete this 5 in that kind of a range. Which means, after that, what is the market likely, not with absolute certainty, what is it likely to do? We can just fill it in, right? I mean, if we get this, right? That fills it in 3, 4, 5. It's likely to retrace. Just like, oh my God, that thing's going to the moon. Oh, it'll never come back that far. No way. No way. I mean, I can preach it all day long. I can't pull the trigger for you. Now, do you sit here with a limit order? No. We want to see the reaction. Now, I don't have any of this, right? We're just trying to complete the 3. But if I'm working out a roadmap, do you want to buy it here? Oh, well, I wouldn't, but I suppose you could. Right? So let's check. You know, where's the resistance, right? Because you know it's going to be there. Now you want to buy right into the 50? Take that down. Who buys it there? Only someone who does not know that that's there. That's the only reason, right? They don't understand this algo. They haven't seen it. They don't get it, right? I'm right at a 50. Oh, mark it, buy it long. Again, I'm not saying that couldn't keep going higher. I'm just saying that's not a wise choice. Oh, I'll wait till it gets to the golden zone, then I'm going to buy it. Well, if you're doing that, you truly don't understand. But I promise you someone's going to sell it there and someone's going to sell it there because they don't know it's there. They don't understand how it works. Right? So where are we going to buy it? We're just going to wait. I mean, if it's me, I'll wait. I'll buy it right there. So no, there's no, I mean, do you want to try and pump from the 50 to the golden zone? Okay, have at it. Where's your stop? Here? Or are you just going to use a random number based on your risk tolerance? It's not the way to make money in the market. Okay, I can only preach it. I can't do it for you. What's the next one? ABT. Never heard of that one. Oh, lots of here. ABT. Oh, they're on Coinbase too. Okay, good. Makes it easy for us U.S. residents. Oh man, this is all over the place. Let's go to a daily. All right. So what can we say right off the bat, right? Remember, every chart tells a story. Accumulate. I almost said it. I'm going to catch myself there. Accumulate, rip. Accumulate. Oh, this thing's a turd. It'll never go. Can you see the story that happened there, right? And just for the little crescendo at the end, let's grab all the stops, all the liquidity before we rip that, right? So someone who was long here is like, oh, come on, man, really? Yeah, really, that's how it works. Okay, so this is where we start. Okay, that looks like, Jesus, that's quite a rip we got there. Well, looks like you'd have to go 1, 2 here, right? That's gone so far. You got to work backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 4. We got to come back. So here, just right out of the gate. Let's take that down a little bit. That's a bit much. Okay. Impulse. Likely. Now, I don't know how much it matters here. Right? It's not bad though. Okay, this is a little squishy, right? We can't put a triangle there, so we got to go with something like an A, B, C, or it almost doesn't matter. But you can't call it a triangle. Okay, so something. All right, I know. It's like, oh man, come on, I want to buy it. Let's get that tightened up a little bit. No, it's not bad. You got wicked. If your stop was a tick under. That's quite a rip in the. Sometimes you can see it a little bit better here. Yeah. I don't know how much it matters. That really. The alternate would be do it this way, as I was just looking at that. 1, 2, you're gonna get a 3. I don't know that it matters. Somewhere in there as we work through the retrace. Okay, so I got some big pockets down here. That grayed out here is that's Alpha Ethereum. Let me just take that off real quick. That's this part showing the inside bars. But that can confuse you because these are the same color. So okay, hurry up and wait. Now take it out of log scale. Okay, you're there. Now, see, this, you got to be tricky. This is tricky. You got to be careful here. Okay, so you're looking at this going, oh, well, it already did the retrace. Can I buy it now? Well, sure. Sure you can. But let's not buy it blindly. Okay, so if you're saying, oh, man, log's a pain in the ass, right? So I just, the depth of the retracement is enough, right? It's enough for the two. It is enough for the two. Okay, well, how can we get there? So let's go to an 8. Shit, this is how I get behind. Okay, you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got an A. You'd have to do it this way, assuming we're done here. Wicked, right? So that's a liquidation wick, right? That's just grabbing all the stops that are there. Okay, so that's not great. It's doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So you can if you love this, at least you can buy it here without taking too much risk. You lost him in there again. That would make me want to wait a little bit. I'd want to see this come out of here a little bit more. So is this going to be another diag? We're doing something like that, right? We're going to have to overlap. You'd have to, right? If that's the one, and we're going to go A, oh, fuck. Somewhere in here, A, B, C into that too. If that's it, right? If we're trying to get out of here, right? Out of the hole, and this is the pivot, okay. I'd like to see that get a little further, right? And I might take the 4 to the 5 if I really wanted to be in Arcblock. I don't know that I do. I don't know that I don't. I don't know anything about them. A, B, C seems reasonable. Looks like you got this. He's in here, right? He's always in here. There he is. There's Al. Okay, so we're down here. Okay, it's a little, I'd want to see more. Get me out of here. I'm not worried about missing something. Get me out of this box. Then the big one, well, bigger one here, right? And then you're not in the clear until you break this, right? Until you get through that, right? That's the last resistance. Then you're blue sky. But we got a lot of work to happen here, a lot of swings, a lot of structure has to be established here to get out of the hole. Right now, all I've got is the lower or the higher low, excuse me. I don't quite yet have a higher high. All I've got is the, right? Because you'd have thought, oh, of course they're going to sweep that. Okay, I got to keep moving. I got such a long list here. Shit, how am I doing on time? Oh, 2:30. Fuck, I'm not going to be able to do all of these. That's ABT. Solana I have because I'm in this. I was adding to this just yesterday. Okay, right. So you can see why. Premise is the 4 is in. Going for that 5. It's one of the most just beautiful, down, up and down. The way down, the way up. Just, God, it's been just gorgeous, right? If you get turned on by TA, this is about as good as it gets. So, okay, right? All the sexier when you're making money. Okay, so we got, this is what the assumption that this is completed. Now we're on log scale, right? So it distorts it, right? You just be mindful of it. You always want to look at it in both, right? Sometimes you'll see something that you don't see, right? You've seen me do that many times. Going, whoa, wait a second, right? But given the range here from 7 to 200, we got to work in log. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? So your first question is why wouldn't that be the 4? Is there any question about whether I got a 3 here? Probably not, right? It's a 3 all day. All right, so there's our 3. Stall. What's the other way to identify a 4, right? We just stopped progressing the trend. We just went sideways. Now are we going? Well, we're not out of the woods yet. That's a good start. Now, Solana, I mean, you got to make a choice here as to how you want to approach it, right? For me, I'll just buy spot, right, on the anticipation going higher. I don't want to have to fuss with it, right? I'll just buy it. Just accumulating, right? If it came down here, I'd buy some more, right? Because I'm a long term. I'm very bullish of it. So, okay, so I'm trying to get that 4 or 5. Okay, see, then this is the part that's will drive you crazy. Well, wait, if it were to do that, what would we be anticipating after that? Wait, we're going to come all the way back down here? No way. No way. That's what you're thinking, right? But again, that's a dangerous way to approach the market. It'll never do what it usually does. That's basically what you're saying. Oh, it'll never do what it usually does. Okay, near. Oh shit, I have that somewhere too. But let's. It'll take me too long to find it. Stacks is another good one here. I've looked at, right? So another one. Oh, look at that. That's too bad. Just wicked it. Okay, but I digress. Unless that's in there. Is Stacks in there? I could kill two birds here. No, this is near. I have it somewhere, but. Oh, let's go to Coinbase here. Probably got enough. Oh, this is pretty. Let's get this off here from our Elliott count. Okay, it's not hard to do that. All right, we swept the low, grabbed all aboard. All right, it's just a perfect looking low. Grab all the liquidity. Any question about where the 4 is? Probably not. Internally, right now, what's this? Yeah, it's getting a little tricky here. Let's get out to the daily and look at it here. It looks like we have to. Right? God, that's a shitty. Right off the bat, that's bad time relationship. All right, this I can already tell you this is going to be a challenge here. That little fucker, that's a pain right there. Oh, how are we going to do that? Well, we lose a few possibilities here with this. Oh, that's a fucker. That might require some more time. I think I've looked at this recently. In fact, I think, well, we want to get to the point where this is a 4, not a 2. I'm going to work backwards. That would have to be it. So let's just go with what's the easiest. Likely this is all one self-contained impulse. 1, 2, and we're coming off of that 1, 2. So that's a possibility we're coming out of this. But if that's the case, we'd kind of like this to be a 4, right? Let's take this up a degree. Okay, so how do I get backwards into that? For this to be the 4, so that would be, I want this to be a 3. So let's just let's go up here. I'm just going to throw this because I have to put it somewhere. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Okay, can I get that to be the 4? Well, this can't be the 1 then. So the 1 is my problem child. I don't like this any better because you overlap here. So 1, 2, that's a horrible 2. Shit, I remember I think I was going through this with Sensei PK, and neither one of us had a good answer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Maybe you get away with that here as the 4. God, that's just fucking awful. Actually, I might have to do it here. I mean, there's no good Elliott solution here. 1, 2, fuck, you can't do it. Oh, I'm gonna have to backtrack into that. That's gonna take me too much time to sort that out. I like this as the 4, but that's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to do a lot of trial and error, and that's often what you run into. You're like, Bill, fuck, I don't see it. So just since I've got people watching, I don't want to bore you to death trying to work through that. That's a problem. Well, let me phrase. That's a problem for an Elliottician, unless you guys are seeing something that I'm not. I can't get that. I can't get the impulse in there. I'm gonna have to circle back to that. Is he online? No, he's not. I'll post this once we get it. It looks like that's going to take some time. Once we get it, I'll post it under the chart. I'll post it under the live stream in a comment. One of the first comments, I'll post the chart once we get it. But I'll put you guys to sleep working through that. So that's a toughie near. All right, we'll come back to that one. TRX. Of course, the other thought is, right, if I can't get something that makes sense to me, I'll just won't trade it until it clears up. Eventually, it'll clear up. Okay, so that's Tron. Do we need to be in log? What is this? A gaming? Let's take it out of log. Would I think differently here? Well, first let's ID the low. Is this my lowest low? Yeah, that's my lowest low. All right, well, let's just start. Right, it's the process. It's the same way every time. That's the strength of it. I want to do 1, 2. Okay, so you can really see that in log scale. Can't say I like that. I don't, well, okay, so I can just look at this and go, okay, do I see a clear impulse? Not really, but I don't want to connect these. Whatever's happened here is unrelated to that. This is the correction of that. I got a 5. I could do that as an AB. Shit, Elliott in here. Well, it's not always great, right? Elliott's not perfect. Don't expect it to be. You kind of want to think triangle there. God, back-to-back shitty ones. That has to be an A. You can do the B here. I could live with that, but now I got to go through that, so I'd have to go. I'm not sure if this is valid, but I'd probably start there. Oh, that's about all I can get right at the moment. Oh, okay. So one of the advantages of adding in some market structure is if, let's get that back a bit. Oh, well, let's take it from the low. I don't like this. Okay, well, things. Right, when the Elliott's not clear, it doesn't mean abandon. It just means, okay, you got to use other tools. What do we got there? Not likely to be corrective. It's really bumpy, so the Elliott is suspect, right? So if the Elliott's not clear, either you're so dependent on Elliott, you would just move to the next chart where it's clearer, or you'd say, okay, well, what can I do here? Well, what's the last thing that happened in terms of the structure dynamics? So let's get that out of there. Here's the here would be the change of character. So I've got a trend established. Here's the correction of it. It's just not good Elliott. So that's the daily. Let's go down to an 8. See if we can make anything better out of this. Maybe a 4 is going to be better. Oh, Jesus, I can't even get to that. It's so wide. Well, this would have to be a 2, trying to get some Elliott on there. 4, 5. Good luck counting that. All right, I can at least get started on something here. If that's going to have a kick into the 5th. Oh, shit. Come here. There we go. guess you can do it. I guess you can get that subdivision in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's there. It says this is a clusterfuck. Okay, so we're good there. 1, 2. It's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got the impulse. Got this, you know, wave 4. How do you spot it? Consolidation. We don't progress the trend up, down. So let's pull from the 2. Let's start to give it some structure. Okay, where's the just 4? Right between 23 and 38. Good. Okay, so if we're going for the 5, do we get a gold in there? It looks like it might be a little deep. Oops. Maybe got it. A little bit deep. Looks like the fair value gap is what we got, so that's likely a 707. Is so you're trading for the 5 here. That would be a reasonable target for. I don't know that I would be assuming necessarily moonshot, right? Because at some point, so here from this low, I get a decent impulse, right? The Elliott shows, and there were times where like, what is that? Who's got a count? They have a lot of conviction in there. No one. Does it really even matter? Maybe. But from this low, all right, we're going to try and focus here. From this low, does it matter? Okay, let's bring this bad boy back here because I do like that I can move this. So this is where I would focus from here going forward. That's me drawing that. Okay, so here's the consolidation. Here's the 4, 1, 2. Why not? Why not? Why would you not? Right? Well, you're a little late to that party, right? So you're going to have to wait for the 3. So what's teed up for you? You can see it coming, right? Break of structure. What do we anticipate after a break of structure? Retrace into the 5. So eventually, you're going to be thinking, oh, come on. Seriously? That's going to come down 50% from that? Yep, that's what I'm saying. Not that I know it's going to do that. What do they usually do? All right, there's TRX. Got that one done. Yeah, so only one that I couldn't get is near. Okay, ICP. I have this somewhere, but shit, I'll just do it again. ICP. Hey, let's go. Coinbase. Okay, things that are constant in the market. We begin and end in 5s. There's your 5 to end it, and then we begin in a 5. So shit, I don't have to even do this. Oh, come here. 1, is that 2? Maybe. Again, I take you to the major advantage of Elliott Waves, particularly when it's clear like this. What's coming next is not optional. If this is 1, 2, we're certainly breaking that high. This, goddamn, this looks pretty good. Okay. Do I need to say anything? I'm gonna guess not. What does that mean? As soon as you have a golden, what does that mean? Golden corner. So, right, when you get them like that, you don't really want it to get there right now because I don't want to burn the 80% already. I want it to take a little longer. I don't want it to just go pop. Oh, right, because that or 80s, you only get it once, right? It's burned. I'd rather have it take a little bit longer, right? That's what you'd like. Market is going to do what it's going to do, but why would you not buy that? Oh, it's already gone too far. Oh, really? Okay. Well, if this is 2 and that's going to be 3, it's highly unlikely. Anything's possible. Highly unlikely it's going to go in a straight line. So let's go down to a 4-hour and see if we can get a start on that. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just kind of open that up. All right, gets you right on that pivot into the 2. There's the inducement. So we've locked in the low because it's swept. This is all one leg. We swept the high, right? So we lock in the low. So can we label that? Yeah, we can label that. 1, 2. Looks like 3 is still going. Now, right, it's just no. There's a process, right? I do the same thing every time, right? Now, some people are like, oh God, fuck, the same thing every time. Yeah, that's the strength of it. That's the power. That's the edge that I have. Right? Maybe boring to watch, but that is right. Trading is boring, right? There's lots of it that's just boring, right? You have to like doing this, right? You have to like solving the puzzle. If you don't like it, probably the wrong business. At least to be applying it technically. Can't say I love that start. I guess you're gonna have to do that as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that 3. 1, 2, 3. Come back down for a 4. May come back down for a 4. We don't know that the 3's in yet, although we're getting a little divergence there. Or not yet. Right? It's not too soon to say top's in. Okay. Well, why is it stopping there? Right. Now, to me, right, that's just the next obvious question. What? Now, are we stopping? You know, we're on the high, so we don't know that it's stopping. But let's get you over on that pivot. Nice finish with the 5. You get all the ingredients are here for a good low. Shit, I'm going to buy this. Now, so it's not ripe to buy. You don't want to buy it right now. My suggestion would be we wait for the 4. If this is going to go as the 1, you're going to get a 4. Now you may get it way the fuck up here. You don't know where you're going to get it, but you're going to get it. Or this is going to be an ABC, and you know the whole thing's wrong. But right now, that's a pretty good looking start. But let's just tee it up here. Oh, I'll use this one. Okay, broken. Turtle head. Did they use this one? Right. So you want to use one that they used. Right. So let's see. Did they use it? You tell me. Did they use it? Yeah, they used it. Okay, so this would be key, right? So we want to get on the other side of that. So that's likely, that's a good location for that 3 to stall, right? Because they're going to be algo is going to sell it there. It doesn't mean you can't get through, but you're going to likely get a reaction there because they use this one, so they're going to use it again. That's what they do. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Coming out of this with a 5, we begin, we end, and then we begin with 5s. Right? It's the genius of Elliott Wave. You can fight it because you don't think it's cool anymore, or you can be profitable. You choose. Right? You want to be cool, or you want to make money. Okay, let me keep going there. That's what do I got left? God damn, this is a long list. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get through all these. What time is it? Fuck. I know I did start late. I'll try and do a few more. Okay, so that all looks good. You've already got a couple of beauty trades setting up, or things that I'd like to think go to your watch list. Here's one I've never heard of or seen. Oh, I can get it over on Coinbase. Interesting. All right, let's take that off just for a second. While we get a handle on the. Oh, fuck, come here. All right, let's get out to a daily just for perspective. Okay, so right, again, what you should be overwhelmingly obvious. God, this guy does the same thing every time. Yeah. Yep. I hope that's what you're saying. Is that hard? I don't think we needed an advanced degree to get that one. Or that one. I know this Elliott Wave is for your grandfather, but every now and then, maybe you can use it. Is that tricky? Is there something I need to add here? Is just drop dead? No, I'll probably do it this way. I don't think that's too tricky, is it? Is there any question about that being a 5? No. Let's see how it did. Just in terms of where they usually go. You didn't quite get 2618. Well, there's a bit of a tell, right? Remember, as I said, right? Every chart is telling you a story. Why are they not getting the lows here? If you were thinking about, God, I wonder where they're going to accumulate to buy this. Let's get that out of there. You think maybe that down here was a good spot to buy it? Here's the breakout. Oh, retest. Well, because on a micro level, you had a break. Well, this is probably change of character, right? You had a little break of structure here. What do we anticipate? Retrace into the discount. That's deep for the 2, but the fact that they don't get. Do you think there's any question about liquidity here? Any question about that? Probably not. Probably not, right? So they can't get it. So what is that telling you? Right? Bears are running out of firepower, right? And then what comes off of that? Rip-roaring impulse. All right. I think well, let's see. So think about what you're doing here in terms of how you're connecting the two. Let me redraw that. So we always start with the 1, 2. Right? Now this is going to be very shallow because of the depth of the 2. But okay, do I have the 3? Well, now I change that. So often it's not a bad idea to leave them, right? Because you might see it come back into play. Now I have this. And so often I'll change the color so I don't get lost. Okay, is that the 4? Seems too quick, right? Doesn't it? I mean, that's where the channeling kind of guides your eye. Like, oh, already? Well, it seems reasonable that it would bounce there because we have this imbalance, although it's fully mitigated, right? It's just maybe some leftover orders there. Well, what would you be thinking? Well, what would be more typical? Something like that, wouldn't it? Well, we need to go that low. Okay, well, there's the 2. Get this out of here. For the B. Now, the B is, it's kind of the sucker play. Now, again, I say that, of course it could do that, right? But the B is usually where retail, the FOMO, this is a B wave is usually a FOMO wave. Oh, shit. Oh, it retraced. Okay. Now, have they given any thought to whether that's a 3 or a 5? They being, let's call them inexperienced traders. Now, I say that, I don't mean to say that with arrogance, but okay, just in terms of the length of time. Does that look like we'd be done there? I'm not saying we're not, but if you had to bet. Looks like 5, right? You got a little triangle here. So again, nobody knows. I'm going to put that here, right? So we don't overlap. A, B, C, D. Yeah, maybe it gets you in there, right there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're going to have to squeeze that in. That's a daily. There's the 4 right there. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2. Ugh. It's just a waterfall. You got to live with it. So we're coming back the other direction. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. There could be another kick there. So that would be ABC of the B. This could be triangle. That's why you change colors. Come here. And why it's a good idea to keep track of your degrees so you don't lose what's what, right? It's just a suggestion, having done 20 million Elliott counts. Okay, A, B. Do I want to buy that or sell that? Well, it's kind of a rhetorical question. I can't take that. A, B. I'd be looking for it down here. There's the algo target. Probably a decent spot for a set of median lines. Now it's correction, so I'm going to go with a shift. For the 4, right, down we go, right? Pick up some of this imbalance here. Remember, right, we're looking, oops. We pulled from this 2, right? So where would be the prime zone, right, where we can, most perfect spot. Right, we could refine it even further. Right in here. Now, if let's do this. Let's use that. Right, so we got low volume. So here's the edge of value. All right, we come back into the value, just pivot off of this low. Also, let's put anchored VWAP on that. Interesting. All right, it's easy to forget anchored VWAP. It's very effective. Okay, all right, so I got a nice little hot spot here, right? Can I buy it in here? Well, I'm interested. I'm going to set an alert there. Don't want to buy it now, but I love it down here. It's great. Great technically. All right, beauty. I have zero idea what they're about or why they exist. Okay, how am I doing? 252. All right, let's go to 3. I'll try and get a couple more. Okay, let me get, I'm not going to get them all. I got like 15. Oh God, there's at least 10 more. YFI, let me try that one. I don't know if I'd have been able to get them all without the problem this morning. There's just so many. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, well, we can certainly look here and go, well, we're in consolidation, right? But that, often, right, from that consolidation comes the explosion. Contraction leads to expansion. That's not markets talking. That's just the universe that we live in. We all share. Okay, right, consolidation. Clear Elliott? No. Are we in the discount of the range? Yes. A couple of imbalances here to tap. Well, this is probably reasonable. Just where I can see a little EW, I'll apply it. Okay, is that a 5? Probably, it's not great. That looks like 3. That looks like 3. That looks like 3. That looks like 3. We're just a bunch of 3s. And that's telling because there's no ripping 5 coming out of here. There's a bunch of ABCs, right? You think, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, turns into a 3. Oh, well, that's probably a 5 right there, but that's on the way down. But it doesn't give you a new low, so it's ABC. That's it. Nope, ABC. So about all you can say is, well, I'm in a good location to be a buyer here relative to its historical patterns here. I mean, if we did this, right, you know what you're going to see here. Right? It's just going to be consolidation here. You're right on the edge of value. I'd want to see it get out of here and get above the POC. Maybe tap some of this, come back down, a little test. Then you go. I don't think there's no reason to do the Elliott here. You're in a consolidation zone. But if this is going to go, right, if you have, I don't know what they do, but if this is something that you're tracking, right, it's technically good spot to start accumulating, not with leverage. I'd just buy some spot there. Now, if it starts to go, maybe you add a little leverage here, right? If you're thinking 1, 2, okay, because this is just chop, right? It's just the whitewater surf, right? Now, until we get a wave, right, this is just the chop of whitewater. Okay, so that is Wi-Fi. Rune, I do have shit. I've got it somewhere, but take me too long to find it. Sure, we'll go with there's volume. Okay. All right. Well, this doesn't look too hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there any dispute in that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 4 in there. Well, hang on. No, because this is clearly a 3, so I think 1, 2, you're kind of stuck with that big 3. All complete. Okay, if that's complete, where do we, what, right, again, same thing every time. It's not why it moves, it's just how it moves. Boom, right? Boom, boom. Any question about the labeling here? It's pretty simple. Got to put them somewhere. Oh, come here. Let's go to white. 1, 2. A little front run here. Maybe that fair value gap's just getting rebalanced. So we have a candidate here for a good 2. You want to buy that? Well, 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like that's got a little more work to do. It's like some of them, this is a pattern we're seeing across many of the alts, right? It's like, oh, is that 1, 2? Because this is kind of a shitty looking 1. Is that the 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, until proven otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not great. That's for sure. All right, something along these lines. I don't love that 3 there. It might be that the internal 3 or the internal 3, 4. Well, so that's where you come back to your tools. Okay, if that's the 1, right? Where's my 3? Could be there, right? At least we got 100%. That is log scale. Could be. Second most common. If that's going to start to come down, or we're just consolidating here. So this would be 1, 2. You'd have to use this as 3, 4 of the 3, right? It's got to be an impulse of a third, right? That's not optional. 5. Clear if we're going to hold this as an impulse, right? We get an invalidation point. Again, another huge advantage to Elliott Wave that you don't get with any other TA, period, right? Again, if there was a better one, I'd teach it. I think we sit 3, 4. We can put the channeling on that. Kind of skinny. Ideally, that completes here, so you get a little funky 1. You got a nice looking 2 down here where, okay, we got, oh, really? They're not going to get that low? I don't think there's any liquidity there. Yeah, I think probably so. 3, 4, up to 5 here into this golden zone. I wouldn't mind letting that finish. Just finish here, and then I'll take the whatever comes back down here into this range for the 3. Okay, let me keep going. That's Rune. How am I doing on time? 2 minutes. BRA. Sorry, guys, I can't get to all of these much as I'd like to. Oh, fuck. Bitfinex. I hate them. Let's go right here. I just wouldn't trade on Finex. A lot of people used to. All right. Of course, that's out of log scale, so you can see the advantage of doing it that way. Basing, are we? I mean, look what long fall, right? So clearly, we'd want to be in log scale. Looks a little different now, doesn't it? So now, oh, geez, all of a sudden, this just kind of opened up to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's the same thing, right? Oh, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. We done? So this would have to be an internal A, B, C. Let's change that color. All right, so we get the 3 into the B, which you're thinking at that time, oh, it's going, right? No, not yet, right? If it falls over, whoa. What can we say now? Are we in the discount of the discount? Yeah, we are. We're going to truncate here. Oh, looks like it could be done. You got a nice little, you got a candidate here for a 4. That's going to be the C. Oh, God, that got a little wacky there. Well, here's your 4. So really, you can just lump all this together, right? There's your 4. Okay, so can I get out of here with, and can I finish with a 5? Well, this got a little funky because they swept the lows there. Okay, so, right, well, there's the liquidity grab. That actually gives you a little more conviction into that. So, oh, fuck. Let's just go with, oh, I'm kind of eyeballing here. Something along those lines. To get that done. That may not be the most precise count I've ever done, but somewhere in that range. Okay, so 5 is in for the C. So let's go up. Okay, so A, B, C. That's kind of a straight. All right, I do this to remind you, don't forget the channeling. Okay, now we're out of the channel. Okay, right, but that's got a hole, right? We be mindful of the fact here that when the first break of a channel often, right, is a setup for another leg down. But right now, the only thing that would make you think, oh, there's another leg, is that we're truncating the C, but not by a ton, but enough to where you might consider that. Okay, so all the more why I would want to see a good 5 come out of here, right? But so I'm not, you know, stuck. Oh, it's ABC, and then we're rolling over to come down and challenge this low down here, right? So what you can, again, you can look at this clearly. You're in the discount. Now it's a question of how aggressive do you want to be here. Okay, do you want to lean into the idea that this is, oh, we're into 3, that some oh fuck, then do we even have a good 3 there? Let's go to a 1. Yeah, you probably do. 1, 2, that's a clusterfuck. So that's got to be the 1 of the 3. So let's put that up there. So if you're thinking impulse, oh Jesus, you're kind of stuck with that. What do you do with that? Oh, you're going to have to, oh, Jesus, that is bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 1's good. A, B, C. The 2 is good, but we get that beast. Well, about all you can do there is go with a 1. All right, it's some sort of choppy diag. That's about all you got. Well, let's see that. All right, jeez, I feel like I've been here for an hour and a half. All right, so that could be a 2. Yeah, you're a little screwed here. There's not a good count to get you out of here. You're going to have to do something like that. Just 3, 4, 5. Let's take them down. A lot of conviction in that? Definitely not. There's not much there, right? What's there? A, B, C, maybe you know, you're gonna have to. You're kind of just working with what's there, right? You don't have a lot of choice, right? You got to work with what's there. You could do it this way, I suppose, right? If you wanted to clean that up. A, B, God, it's just a monster. But then it clears up. So I get coming out of the smoke, I can start to see the fire. Yeah, it looks a little better there as I come out of this. Am I guessing here? Absolutely. That's just a wag, right? I got to do something with it. It's certainly not impulsive, and it doesn't really look like we're starting. It looks like it's all part of the correction. So I would just kind of start there going, okay, well, if I get into trouble, this is where I'm coming back to, saying if that count starts to break down. Right now, it looks like, oh, all right, out of this slop came an impulse. Okay, what do I got? 3, 4, 5. I'd wick this off just to kind of keep an eye on it, as I always do. I'm guessing here. It's either that or you're going to do this, right? You're going to put the 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know that it makes a huge difference, but that's Jesus. You have no 3 there. You might be able to get that done there. It's a high class problem. All right, we don't sweep here. So go for that 5. Okay, right. I'd look for that. I wouldn't touch it until I get the retrace. Just what's up above? There's the dominant. Let's go back to the 60. Yeah, it's already been tapped, right? So it doesn't need to go back there. But this one could be interesting, right? So it's going to break there. Now, do you want to buy it there? No, you don't. Not saying it can't go higher. It's just a low probability, right? If it doesn't, again, the self-logging is brutal. Whoa, why would I buy that? I'm such a dumb fuck, right? You don't want to get into that, right? So just don't let it happen to you. All right, so I got 306. Oh, somebody wanted some. Okay, so I'm going to do one more here. Somebody's nice note. I think he gave me a tip. Is that a tip? $2.50 of euro. All right, I'll end on his. All right, so he wants me to look at Fetch. Well, now Fetch, I have this over here. Fuck. Fetch is going through. Oh, they're consolidating that. So I'd be a little careful in there. Oh shit! Now I gotta find it. Hang on. Oh, I'm not gonna find it fast enough. So. They're consolidating this. You're going to have to dig in a little bit more. So one of my guys knows what's going on there more than I do, right? A couple of the coins are being combined. I don't when that kind of thing is happening, right? Well, you better have a very clear idea of what's going to happen to the coins that you own. I think they're being, oh shit, George was telling me that they're consolidating it into one coin. So that would make me a little uncomfy with things like that happening. But as we sit here looking at it today, well, how's the shit, man? You don't need to tip me for this, right? You don't need me for this. Is this confusing? Let's see. You might have to put it over here. Essentially, what do we do here? Right? We just go sideways. You want to put it here, here. I don't know that it matters. This is the. I guarantee that's a squeeze. All right, that's how. Oh, EWO. All right, so squeezed. Black is the squeeze. All right, I would actually take that to the up one. Right, so you just double it. So you go 10, 70. That's how it was taught to me. Right, when we have that much chop there. Long squeeze, 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 pop. $50, $50, $50. ABC looks like a good 4. A, B, C. If I was going to buy, then now's the time to buy right now. Stop under the pivot, right? Because you have to make an assumption about where the now. Is there any? Oh, somebody had this up the other just a minute ago. Oh fuck, I can't remember who it was. Right, but there was a liquidity map. 1, 2, 3. Now that's not a huge 3, so I'd be really watching that 1 for possible overlap. But as it sits right now, I mean, you could buy. Oh, let's finish it. Oh fuck, yeah, let's just take the low. Right in the pocket. Looks like it's technical. Right, remember they're always there on both sides. Looks like you got him there. You do, all right? So I get him on the right pivot. Boom, boom, boom for the 4 into the pocket. Let's finish it. All right, don't forget the geometry. All right, that's a guide. Now, if this rolls over again, you're going to pull the 4 down here, but we have a clear invalidation down here. Excuse me. You might be a little late to the party there for the initial move. Let's get in there. Then I got to wrap it up. All right, so when they're that close, I don't want to go 1, 2. I don't really love that. Well, I'd do it this way. Okay, if I'm buying, all right, so we've already come out of this, right? So here's the demand zone that triggered this. God, that's ugly. That's a 3. Oh, fuck. Here, of course, on the last one. Let's probably work with something here. I think you got to do it here. Looks like that's there. So this area here is where you. God damn it! Getting hungry. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you're going into the, working into the 4. This is fairly unmitigated. Oh, you probably got a demand zone right here. Down before we go up, and left some order blocks. There are some fair value gaps there. I might as well, if I'm going to do it, let's do it all the way, right? So you got imbalances galore on the way up for the 3. I'll be looking for that 4 down here. When in doubt, right? Oh, don't be lazy. Measure. All right, somewhere in this range. Looks like, right, we can measure both ways. That's 1. Good here. I don't want to call that the 3, although I could, right? It looks like that's better fit up here. For the 4, 1, 2, that's the 4 of the 3, 3, 4, 5. So that looks actually pretty good. Crescendo. Okay, so we've got the 3 now. Got the 2. Color match to be complete. There you go. Now, do we know that's happening? No. Right? Is that what it would typically do? Yes, we would typically be looking for some sort of 3 to bring us down here, and that's right into this pocket. That's the rip. Okay, I got to stop there. I know I didn't get all of these. Got that? There's about 20 assets on here. I no way I could do all that, even if I was able to start. But I do apologize, guys, for that. I don't know, firewall or something fucked me up on the start. That's always discombobulating. But hopefully you got something out of these. To who is that? Trembolone for the tip. Thanks for that. Appreciate you guys. I hope, right? I always hope you guys get something out of this. Of course, you can always join us in our Discord. It's totally free. You can come on in, sniff around, see if it's a good fit for you. The key to any Discord, it's easy to join a Discord. You got to participate, or you get nothing out of it. I mean, you just have to. I mean, you won't get anything out of it if you just click in and pop around, and then it's like on to the next one, to the next one, next one, right? You have 25 Discords. How many are you actually really getting any value from? Very few, I would guess. You got to participate, right? So, shit, if you want to post up something in here, I mean, while I'm giving a live stream, you can join, pop into the Discord, post your chart, and then you're teed up for the next live stream, right? Or for the current live stream, right? Today, right, we had to go off of X because the members were a little slow to get their stuff posted. Okay, I'm going to wrap it there. You guys have a good afternoon. I appreciate all the time. You guys hang with me here, and for those that are watching after the fact, again, there's lots of little nuggets in here. I hope you make some notes, pay attention. Don't just watch, right? If there's an asset that you're drawn to, see if you can match it, and then look at it and understand why. Pick it apart. If you think I'm wrong, post up your chart in the comments. Say, I think you're